Well, hello. Welcome to another week of Meeple Masterclass. My name is Bree,
I'm John.
I'm Nikki.
and we're here to play some more games. And this week we have a really fun one from Devere, one of our favorite publishers here, called White Castle. Recently, it released an expansion pack called the Matcha Expansion, and we just got a bunch back in stock after it was out of print, delayed a little bit. Yeah, out of print for a little bit, and we got some more now. So, um, the expansion pack adds some good stuff to it too. I really enjoy the expansion pack. So, um, yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. This is my second time playing with the expansion pack. John's played White Castle, but not with Matcha before. And this is Nikki's very first time playing White Castle.
It is. We also have an extra matcha expansion, so if you stick around to the end of the thing and you want it, throw us a matcha in chat.
We're gonna re-ask that later.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go back through chat and find matchas from right now. So we'll make sure
we
to
know you want a cosmic beat.
Yeah, we'll just
stick around.
put Cosmic Beats in the Cosmic Beats name in the running right now.
Right.
All right.
Want to switch?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. So this game is absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is a contender for one of my favorite games, because of it's actually a pretty quick game, all things considered. Turns are pretty good. The worst part about this game on turns and turn length is any given turn, there's a lot of different things you could do, and determining which one's going to give you the most points can be challenging. So there's a lot of room for some AP in this game. So which is why I usually just start with I have the most of this resource. I want to do this action. Where do I do this action? And that's how I start my turns typically to help me prevent myself from getting too AP riddled. But I know there's some people who are like, I could do this or this or this. This gives me 15. This gives me 12. This gives me 11. And then 20 minutes later, they figured it out.
I will be right back. I forgot my glasses.
Oh, Deb has played this one before, it seems like.
Deb.
Yeah, I mean, I love Devere with how small they put their game, how small boxes they put their games in. I have one little beef with this one, and that is that the Matcha expansion does not fit in the original box now. So I have to include both on my shelf. Not a huge deal, especially considering I had this tiny White Castle box. So whenever I want to go places, I don't have to bring the expansion with me. I could just bring this really small profile box. Let me see the box real quick. This is
Devere always packs.
this is a nice small box. And this. Like I said, the entire game, minus the expansion, fits in there. No problem. Yeah, and it's great. Let's see here.
All the dice. Ooh, I rolled some six.
That's always a fun moment when you're like, I have three turns left in this game, and you plan out those 3 turns, and you're like, I'm getting 30 points because I have these next 3 turns planned out. But yeah, it's this is a really cool game. So. The concept of the game is that we are all... What are we exactly in White Castle? Are we lords or...
Yeah. Heads of houses.
Leaders of minor clans. So we're leaders of minor clans.
I don't know about you, but I'm a leader of a major clan.
I'm going to go ahead and say I'm Crab Clan, just because bring some Rokugan in here. But yeah, we're in Japan, and we're in the Harima province. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and, bid for some influence and points and things like that. So, there are, in the original game, 3 classes of workers you'll have on your board here. In the expansion, we add a 4th one, and they're going to do various things in the game, and score you a bunch of points. So yeah, the basis of the game is that you're going to be taking a dice. You can only take from the front, or back of the bridges. Every round we'll re-roll them, arrange them from lowest to highest, and again you only take from the front or the back. The front's going to have the bigger number, which is usually better because the bigger numbers means you're typically going to be gaining money whenever you play it. Smaller numbers typically will mean that you will be losing money when you play it. However, on the back end of this, we'll see this lantern on the back, so you get a bonus action if you ever take that low number. So Taking dice is going to be super easy. I'm going to use this green one, even though it does not make sense to use it in this case. And you're going to place it in any of the dice spots. The biggest ones in the original game are going to be in the White Castle itself. There are 5 different dice spots up here. To place a dice in any dice spot, you have to either gain or pay the difference. So in this instance, if I put this dice here, I would be gaining 3 money because I'm placing a big dice there. After I place that, this dice is just going to come off the front here, ready for the next person. We will all play 3 rounds a turn. So there will be, in a 3-player game, 3 dice left over here when we're all done. Yeah. And then, based on the color of the dice, you're going to do some actions. It's actually 4 in Matcha. In Matcha, it's actually 4 dice because there's an extra bridge. This bridge doesn't exist in the original game. This whole bottom board doesn't exist. So it's actually 4 over here. So we're all going to have 4 rounds. And there'll be 4 dice left over here.
Okay.
All right, so after you place your dice, I'll switch to this lovely black dice now and put them right here. I'm going to gain 2 money, place this dice here. And now, if your dice matches the colors of the actions, you get to do those actions. So the board is set up in a completely random way. All these things are like modular components. And so you're going to get a completely different board every time. Even the bonuses over here, the card for this big bonus over here, all these things are modular pieces that were set up randomly at the start of the game. In fact, these ones will actually rotate as we play. There's an extra deck of cards over here. So that'll actually rotate as we play too. So it's going to be a little crazy as we keep switching through things here. But you're going to be doing these 2 actions right here. And the actions will do a lot of various things. I'll get to what those actually do in a second. And then after you're done with those actions, your turn's over. However, where the game gets crazy and fun at is that you can typically chain several actions together. So let's go ahead and switch to a white dice and put this over here now. Well, this black action up here, where I'm going to do because I'm right here, gives me a warrior action, so I can put a warrior over here. Whenever I put a warrior over here, I get to do the actions at the top. So if I spend enough iron and put a warrior over here, I can do these actions at the top, which is a White Castle action. Now I can do a White Castle action where I can put my courtiers in the White Castle, and then if I go somewhere in the White Castle, I could do something else and, just keep chaining reactions that way. That is where the difficulty of the game comes, is trying to figure out ahead of time how many actions you can chain to get like maximum potential.
I'm not going to be good at this game.
It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. This game, I enjoy this game no matter how poorly I do. And sometimes, at some point in time, you're going to accidentally stumble into these. Like, you're going to be like, okay, I want to do this action, and you do it, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and spin my stuff. Oh, if I spin my stuff and do this, I'm going to be able to do this. And then you do the next thing, and you just keep going.
There's no player cards.
They're not helpful.
Oh.
I will get you through this. We're going to step through this. This is actually, like I said, once you get the key concepts down, it's pretty simple. All right, so other than the 5 spaces up here, where you're placing these dice, in the normal game, there's only 3 extra places. Right here, and right here. These are just some extra spaces to do the main actions of the game. And this is called the well action. And what's cool about this game, this one, is that it is always a 1, so you gain money. So this is like your punt action. Like, I don't have too much I want to do. I just need some resources for the next round. Put a dice there, get some money, get some extra bonuses, and the next turn I'm going to be able to, swing back. Another fun thing in a 3 or more player game, let's say I put my white dice here, someone else can come and place a dice on top of it. Okay? Kind of a bad example, but not really. The value that he has to beat now is going to be equal to the one on bottom. So instead of needing a 3, he's going to place his 5. He's actually going to get 0 money for this thing. Mm-hmm. All dice can be stacked too high unless they're on your personal domain, which I'll get to in a second.
Okay.
So every dice on the board can be stacked too high. Again, this is always a 1 and always available. So if I put a 5 here, you can just kind of set it off to the side, and the next person can still put a 1 there, and all of us can do that all day if we wanted to.
Okay.
On the Matcha expansion, there's going to be 4 extra spaces, and they're very, very basic as well. There's going to be these 2 spaces right here, which give you the new Matcha action. So here's the 4 key actions now. And there's going to be 2 extra spaces here. You go here, you could do these 2 actions in any order. You go here, you could do these 2 actions in any order.
Okay.
Okay. And that is all the actions you could take in the game. All the places where you can put your dice. So if you're like, what do I do? 1, 2, this little area, and then the White Castle. And then occasionally a well action. Okay, so let's go through what the 4 different guys do. And that's going to be these actions right here. They're also going to be any of the black bordered scroll actions also correlate to those power actions. And you can see like there's a bridge, there's a White Castle, there's a White Castle, there's a warrior action, a training yard is what they're called. And you can see they also correlate down here. So the bridge action is going to let you spend some rice, and they're all also correlated to this 4 resources. They're going to let you spend some rice to send one of your farmers up here to a farm. Yeah. The spaces, these are actually completely randomized too, and they're going to have a food cost, a point value, and an action that you get to do whenever you place your farmer here. So in this case, you have to spend 2 rice. It's going to give you 3 points at the end of the game, and you're going to be able to do any of the white bordered actions anywhere in the thing. Again, when you're ready to do a bridge action, you're like, hey, I have 4 rice. What can I do with 4 rice? You just pop your guy up here and hope you got something good. Like this guy, he's just going to give you some extra resources. So you put your farmer up here, you get some matcha. This guy, he's actually he costs 3 rice because he's he's 5 points, which is a lot here. And he's going to give you a well action. Anytime you take a well action, you come here and get these 3 things.
Okay.
Boom. Farmers go up here. You have 5 farmers. You cannot share the same space with your own farmer, but every single one of us can go in the same space up here. So we can have them all. And on top of it, at the end of round 1 and 2, there's a bridge thing up here. And what that's going to signify is if there are dice left on the bridge, everybody who's there gets to repeat their farmer's actions. So if I'm here and we have some black dice available still, we're going to repeat this action.
We have 5 farmers, but only 3 spots?
6. There is actually 2 on each side of the river.
Oh, okay.
So the green side is the rich side, which are the better actions, and the brown side is the poor people side, so it's a little harder to do.
Gotcha.
So the rich people side, the green side, the one that's on the side of the White Castle, not only takes rice, but the action also takes money to do.
Ah.
However, you don't have to do this. You could just spend 4 rice to get a guy there because that's going to be 7 points.
Okay.
The big one up here is 5 rice for 9 points. 9 points is a lot in this game.
Okay.
So, farmers go up there, and that's a bridge action to place your farmers.
Okay.
Training yards are even simpler than farms. They're going to be your warriors. They're going to be the guys with... Where'd my farmer go? Guys with swords. Yeah. And they're going to come up here, and there's the first training yard costs 1 iron. Next one costs 3, and then 5. That's that second resource right there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to give you a one-time bonus. I'll tell you what the Heron does pretty soon here. It's basically just this special track up here. That's the turn order track. So once whoever's further on there will be first in turn order. This is going to be do any of the actions that are next to a white cube. And then this one up here actually lets you perform a White Castle action and gain 3 rice. Pretty cool. And that costs 5. Now for scoring, your warriors are going to score based on how many couriers you get into the White Castle, because they're trying to protect the White Castle. So their sense of worth is based on how many people you have in here, because if they're only protecting 1 person, like they're not doing, or they're nobody. So these 2 training yards are worth 1 point per courier over here, and this one's worth 2. So if I have all 5 of my warriors sitting right here, they're going to equal amount of points equal to 10 times the number of people in that White Castle. Yeah. The last action is the middle one here of the base game, which is the White Castle action. So you're going to use your couriers, which are the top worker here, and they're going to correlate to the pearls. There's essentially 2 separate actions rolled into one thing. You could spend 2 money to drop a new courier into the gate. Couriers at the gate are only worth 1 point, but because they just they're not allowed in the White Castle yet. And then you can spend pearls to move your couriers into the White Castle. You can spend 2 pearls to move 1 space and 5 to move 2, but you can only move the same guy twice. You can't move 1 and 1. So if you move 1 from here, it goes up to one of the first layers. If you move 1 from here, it'd go to the next layer, and 1 from here up to the top layer. Your couriers are worth 3 points in this layer, 6 and 10. Furthermore, whenever you land a courier in here, you're going to take this card. That's going to be your card. I'll explain what it does in a second. Replace it with a new one. That's how this board is going to rotate out. And you're going to do one of the actions on the card. So it gets some bonuses. So if I get my courier in here, I might pop them up here and grab some 2 rice. So I have a little bit of extra bonus there. All right. And that is essentially going to be what a White Castle action does. Whenever you get a guy to the very top who is worth 10 points, you're going to get a lantern award. I'll explain lanterns in a second. And you're going to be able to take a one-time bonus. Only the first 3 people up there gets that, though.
At the gate does not count for samurai scoring.
It does not indeed. I did not explain that because I was going to, kind of sprinkle it in there later. But yes, your samurais are worth points based on the couriers in the White Castle, not the ones
That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
That is not true for geishas, though. Geishas don't care if your couriers are in the gate. I'll get to those. Yeah, these are your geishas. They're really, really fun little new mechanic. The last worker, which is the new one, is the matcha action, which is going to move your geishas. Geishas work very similar to couriers. So if anybody has not played matcha yet, the matcha courier or geishas are like couriers. Takes 2 money to get them into the tea gardens gate, right down here, and they're going to do 1 point if they're there. It's going to take 2 matcha to move them 1 space and 5 to move them 2 spaces. Each of these spaces are worth amount of victory points at the end of the game, and you can have as many. Make sure I'm right on this, John, if you don't mind. You get as many of the same geisha on the same spot as you want. Except for the actual pond, which I'll explain the pond in a second.
These are not geishas.
Look, that's the paint on their hand.
Yes.
Like this. So there is one path to the left. If you go left, only one geisha can go here. And once you get there, you can either get one of these one-time bonuses or spend 3 money for this more powerful bonus. And on top of that, everybody who has a geisha here gets to farm if this bridge has dice on it, just as like your farmers would for the other 3 bridges. So getting the geisha here, you get extra stuff every round if there's dice left on the green bridge. If you go right, though, there's 2 bonus spots here, which actually are very powerful. The biggest one is that you actually get to keep one of these cards, which can give you a permanent resource to your lantern action. It also gives you 2 points. This one right here gives you 3 points and lets you do a black action, which is the more powerful action. Once you make it here, you get to pick a level your geisha goes to. You can only have 2 geishas per level, and they're going to score points based on your other workers. So this one, geisha's up here with 2 times the amount of farmers you have out, 2 times the amount of warriors, 2 times the amount of couriers, and this one doesn't care about your geisha, your courier being in the White Castle or not. They could be at the gate. And then you also get a bonus here based on where you went to. So that's the only time in this game I've actually seen 2 well actions. So you get to do this twice. Yeah, and then after your guy there, he just sits there for the rest of the game. And that's that. So going back to the lantern action, you'll see down here you have a lantern. Anytime you see that symbol, you're going to run your lantern engine. You can see me and John's are already got started because we picked our starting cards. We named you first player, so you got to pick last. And here's your options, this group or this group. What's going to happen is this is going to become your first lantern card. So if you pick this one, it'll start with a pearl, and you can choose this one instead. I'll explain the difference. Mm-hmm. And this one's going to become your first domain action, and it's going to go right up here. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, earlier I said you can grab cards. Anytime you grab a card, you're going to replace your current domain action with this one. This one flips over and joins your stuff over there for your lantern action. The new domain action will sit up here. Mm-hmm. So now if you do your domain action, if you put a 6 up here, 6 red, or any red, you'll do this one. So forth and so forth. So these are these actions you grab, only you can do. And then every time you get a new one, it'll add more to this. So if you take that back dice, you will get everything that you've built so far for your chains.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. So the newest thing from Matcha, though, is it adds this green personal domain action, which ends with a random tile that are also dealt with your starting cards. This is going to go right on the end over here on your board, and it's going to give you an extra domain action for your matcha line down here, which you have to use a green dice for. And it's going to cost you 1 seal to do it. So mine, for instance, I'll spend a seal to do one of these black actions without spending a seal. So essentially, I'm still spending 1 seal, but I get to do one of these 2 actions of my choice. John gets to actually move a courier 1 space without spending any pearls. This one is a full matcha action plus a resource of choice, and this one lets you use either of these 2 blue actions up here. So they can be pretty cool. What I like about these tiles too is that they're double-sided, just like the warrior ones. So the 3 and the tea house here each get the yellow side. We put a blue side in the pond, and we put blue side in all of our domain action cards right over here. And that has a certain name that I forgot what it was.
Ceremony?
Ceremony! It's a ceremony tile. Thank you. That's a ceremony tile. These are lily pads, and that's a ceremony tile. So that's going to be essentially it. And you're going to have questions as we go, because it's a lot right now. But again, the basis of the game is very simple. We're just going to take a dice and set it out. One more extra thing is anytime you get that heron action, you're going to move your guy up here, that many spaces. Once you get to this spot, to jump over to the next set of lines, you have to spend a seal as you're gaining a heron action. And if you don't have a seal or choose not to use it at that time, you just won't move. This will determine turn order every round. So if we were like this at the start of the round, it would be green going first, then red, then yellow. Okay. At the end of the game, these are actually going to be worth some bonus points, including some pretty steep exponential ones over there. Have you ever seen anybody get over here? Because I have never.
I think maybe the one game we
Did we get
played, I think one person got to
Nice.
that last section.
It's a lot of points
How
when
do
you
we
get
get
up
to
there.
600 followers? Sorry, I just saw the banner roll across.
There it is. Woo! Success. And then this is the point tracker up here. We have some nice little fans for point marker stuff. I think I explained it decently well. Wells are for the well action. Herons move up there. There are some fans. These are going to be points. Every card in this row has a money sign in the back. So whenever you add it to your tableau later, it's going to be money. And every card in this section will be points. The special ones over here, though, are the only other way besides your starting cards to get resources on your lantern action domain thing. And you get those by landing here with the geisha.
Okay. Why is this 3 and this is 2?
I will explain all these now. So, the starting cards, you always get 2 starting cards, plus this little thing right here. You get a starting resource card, and you get a starting domain card. That might not really be their names. However, some of the starting resource cards come with a little bonus card. And what this bonus card is going to do is follow it over here, and now you start with an extra thing on your lantern action. So you'll see this one has a lot less resources than that one, because you're going to have a permanent bonus for the rest of the game there. This is going to come with 1 resource of your choice, plus 2 money, plus 2 seals. This is going to come with 2, plus 4 money, plus 2 seals. Your seals are going to do a number of things. The biggest things that we'll be doing is trading for resources, 2 for 1 resource or 1 for 1 money. You will need it to perform certain actions.
Okay.
And you will need it as you jump the gaps over in the heron thing. But you can have a max of 5 seals, and you'll start with 2 no matter which one you pick over here. I always start on these starting tiles. I kind of prioritize what I want in this order. Because this is going to rotate out pretty fast. As soon as you grab one of these, this is going to be on your bottom thing. So you don't really care about that too much. The starting resource is going to start, have your start of the turn stuff. This is going to be your basis on how you start the game. And then, yeah, you can see that little strip up there. Yeah. And then this right here, you'll have them for the whole game, but you're not going to be doing your domain action as much as you think you are. It's a nice thing to do, especially after getting a bunch of people out of your way. And honestly, the green domain action is probably going to be universally one of the better ones to do for the rest of the game, though. Especially if you get rid of, start knocking off geishas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as you place your workers, there's going to be resources underneath them. That's going to make your domain actions better.
I like this.
I like that one too.
But I like the idea of this.
Yeah, I usually, so my gut usually says skip the point one because points are nice, but they're not giving you resources, and so the extra resources they get in the game might give you a jump start in getting more points.
Welcome, Ravenfall. Thank you.
And I'm just gonna set these
being
over
our-
to the side over there, and yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so I need to.
Whichever one of those three you want.
Oh, I have to choose.
Yes, you have to choose now. So I recommend.
I don't know, right?
I don't recommend iron right now because the iron action is just a Heron action. Rice would be a good start because there's two good rice actions.
And then $4.
$4.
Gosh.
Those bigger ones are 5s,
Yeah, I don't have any change right now.
and then the seals are seals,
Here.
and then 2 seals. Yep, just like that. If you can't tell, you can have a maximum of 5 seals. And then that's it. So, what I do when I start a return is I look at what resources I have.
Oh my God, no, Raven, no, don't tell her that. She's gonna want to play TF4 on stream.
Okay. I mean, game.
Yeah.
Bet.
No, but first, Devere has to work out how to fit TI4 in that size of box.
Yes. Okay. Devere.
Oh,
That's
if
the
that's
deal.
the case, then
That's the
we'll
deal.
be safe then.
Hey, I managed to get TI4 and Prophecy of Kings into one box.
Dang.
Just the TI. It's the TI4 long box, but you take the insert out of the TI4 box, you take the insert out of the Prophecy of King box, and fit it into the other one, so you have all this extra space off to the side for all your extra stuff that you can't fit normally. So, done. And then you have like some nice little card slots for the insert still.
Okay.
Anyways, so what I do on my turn to start is I look at what resources I have, and if I can place a worker with those resources. So you have some rice, and there's 2 spots up here that take 2 rice.
That's fair.
So then I go, can I do a bridge action? Because the bridge action is what's going to make it to where you do a farmer. So if you look at this board right now and figure out if you could do a bridge action, I'll show you where all the bridge actions are. There's only 2. There's one right there. I always prefer to do the ones up here, even if it takes a seal, only because you might be able to get some extra stuff out of it. But that is always an option. And then there's one more up here. Now this one has 2 red next to it. So if you use a red dice, you get some extra stuff. You get an extra Heron action on the top of it. Plus, you might be able to swing by with more money, or do the back thing, and the back thing is going to get you an extra pearl. So taking the 6 will get you 3 money. Taking the 3 will get you 0 money, but lets you trigger a lantern action, which gets you a pearl. So
And pearls do what later?
pearls,
Pearls are good for moving couriers up.
yep, that's going to be courier. So rice farmers.
Okay, so do I
Take the dice first.
take the dice first?
First thing you ever do in every game is take the dice first.
I will take an orange dice.
You want the 6.
6.
Okay, so you took from the front, so you did not get a lantern action. So it goes take dice, place dice.
I will go there.
So you're going to gain 3 money.
Okay.
That's your like reserve, so you can take it. You don't have to worry about the change if you don't want to. You can just take a bunch of ones. Then if you have taken from the back, you will do the lantern action, but you did not, so the dice will rotate down. And now you can do these actions in either order.
Okay. So let's do bridge action first.
Okay. So push that up there. Now take a farmer, which is the guy with the pitchfork in the middle.
The rake.
Far left side though.
This guy?
Far left. Yep.
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
That's all good. And now there's 2 places you can go that have 2 rice. And I'll just put them over here so you don't have to get up. They're both worth 3 points. This one's going to give you 3 matcha immediately. So you can maybe then do a geisha action next turn. And this one's going to give you a white scroll action, which is going to essentially be any of these things with a white scroll, which could be a number of things that like, gives you more resources, essentially.
Okay.
On top of that, I got to remember where these were because it's important. If that bridge does not have has dice left at the end of the round, you get to get that bonus again. So based on that alone, since you took a red dice, this one might be a little better because there's a. But also, I like things where I get to choose what I get. But 3 matcha is a lot of matcha too. So
The matcha one's not because I've got a pretty okay matcha thing.
I think you do. I think it's a really
Um,
good. It compounds upon itself because it gets better. Then you do another matcha action, you lose another geisha, and then it gets even better. So it just keeps getting better.
I would like to go on the matcha.
Okay. So that's going to cost you 2 rice, and it's going to give you 3 matcha.
Okay.
That action is over. However, you've not taken this action yet. So now you're going to do a heron action, and John will help you out there. Boom.
Boom. And then so is this end game?
That is
You're
end
at
game,
these-
yes. That's how much your
okay,
points are worth at the end of the game.
That's fair.
And also, you get 1 point for every 5 money you have. And the last thing you're going to do at the end of the game before points are scored is convert any seals you have into money or resources in whatever way you want. So you get some
Okay.
extra points.
Okay.
And then it'll be my turn. Yes, that's how that works. I was helping you, and I don't remember what I was going to do. Ooh, can I do that already? Maybe. You took this one, which is actually not cool.
You told me to.
I know. I
Keep
like that
guiding
one.
me, and then I'll win.
You should have used the 3, so I can use the 6 on that and be better.
Too bad.
I know, right? I'm definitely gonna.
You could use 3 and then just pay me. Well, you wouldn't pay me, but
No, I wouldn't pay you. I'd pay the bank, and that's still rough though. I only started with 3 money, but a lot of resources. All right, so I got a 2 up there. I could get maybe. So I am going to
cry.
a little bit, just a bit.
I will take these dice, and I will use here. No.
I'm just gonna take this green 6 because it is a 6, and we're gonna drop it down here. That's only gonna get me 1 money compared to the 3 you got. 1 money, and I will do a bridge action as well since I have all this stuff. And my bridge action is actually gonna be on. Oh, that's 4 money for that. And 5 rice. I don't have the 5 rice. Ooh, but I could. That ain't gonna work. We're not gonna be that silly yet, but I am gonna be a little silly and do 4 rice. Drop a farmer.
You should 100% be silly because
Right.
then I have a chance of winning.
We're gonna drop this farmer right here, and I'm gonna spend 3 money to perform that action, which lets me do a warrior action.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and spin both my seals to up that to a 3, so my warrior can come out at the 2nd place, right there, and I can use a white action, which is gonna be a white cast. No, just kidding. I don't have enough now. I'm actually gonna just. This one seems pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna grab 2 points. And then I'm gonna do a well action, which is gonna be a seal, a money, and a resource of my choice. And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a pearl. That is,
A great turn.
I think, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't start in with as many resources as I would have hoped. So I might not be able to place a worker. I like placing a worker as best as I can every turn. So if I don't get to place a worker on the turn, I feel dumb. Not really, because the game is gonna have to. You're gonna have to have at least 1 turn.
Yeah.
But hey, I got this, and I'm actually pretty proud of that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that sets you up with a solid pile of points here at the start.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of not placing a worker, I think I'm just going to load up on resources this turn
Yep. That's
and take that black die there. I get no money, but I do get a lantern action for a pearl. This is
1 money and a will action, which is another money.
2 money and a seal and a resource of my choice. Let's take a rice. And then I got another 2 rice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's
Okay.
it. Okay.
Back to you. So you do have that matcha now. So doing a matcha action would be pretty pretty decent.
Do I do this?
You can do that.
Or do
So-
I do this?
So if you do this one, let's just say you're going to use the 6 no matter what.
Okay.
You do that one, it's going to give you 1 money because it's on top of a 5, right?
Mhm.
That's going to give you 0 money, but it immediately gives you a matcha. And then to do the actual matcha action, though, you have to spin a seal, but you also get a resource.
Mm.
So, like, trading a lot of stuff here. You lose a seal and a money, but you get an extra resource and an extra matcha.
I will take the 6.
Take the 6.
I will do this.
Cool. So the first thing you'll do is go from left to right. You'll grab a matcha,
Yeah.
and then you can spend a seal
Spend a seal.
to do a matcha action plus gain a resource. And it's the order you want to, so you can just gain a resource if you want, or you can just wait to see what the matcha action does for you. I would wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing you do in your matcha action, since you have no geishas, you can always send 1 geisha over here. You have to spend 2 money, though, to do that before you spend any
2
matcha.
money?
Yep. The geishas and the courtiers are a little unique. You have to send one to the gate first.
Oh, I have money.
Yep, spend 2 money, and you send a geisha over here.
Okay. Here you go.
And now, as a separate action, you can spend 2 or 5 matcha to move 1 or 2 spaces.
No, I don't have 5
Well,
matcha.
I don't think you want to yet. So if you spend 2, you can move 1 space. You can either move over to the pond and start farming these things, which is nice to have 1 person over here to do that. Or you can go over here and get an early one of these cards, which is also super good. Because what these are going to do, first you're going to get a bonus, and then you're going to keep one of these cards and put it face down, and now your lantern actions are even better.
Mm.
You could double up on pearls and then start going crazy with getting pearls when you do lantern actions.
And then pearls do what for you?
That's going to get your guys into the White Castle.
Right. Okay. Get all the matcha.
Get all the matcha. Make the matcha.
Yeah.
Make some matchas.
I am going to spend 2 matcha
Yep.
to move it.
Would you like to go to the pond? The pond's going to give you a black action. Or I think it's all of those. I actually made that mistake earlier, I think. Last time I
Does
played
that
this.
get added onto the back of my thing? Or no?
This one, if you go this way, this gets added onto the back of your thing.
Oh, okay.
But not this. It actually goes straight down here.
I meant this guy.
No, those would get
Yeah,
added.
so
in.
this when you get this bonus, you can choose the lily pads or pay some money to do this thing.
To do that action. I get you. I'm gonna move
It's all free.
and get a card.
It's all free always. It's always all free. So we're going to go this way. And now that guy's going to be worth 2 points in the end game.
It is low resource.
And then you're going to gain either 2 iron or a heron and 2 matcha.
And is that a heron up there?
Yes, the heron goes up
Okay.
there. Heron always up there.
I would like the heron and 2 matcha.
Okay, so go ahead and get that 2 matcha you just spent right back.
Dope.
Very nice.
And then you don't have to take that card. You could take either of them, but it looked like you were gearing up to take the pearl.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take that pearl and stick it right there. And now you... Boom, look at that. Now every time you do a lantern, you get 2 pearl.
Now I just gotta do a lantern.
Yeah. Awesome. Now I gotta decide what I'm doing.
That Mexican is not sitting in my stomach well.
I really wish this had a pearl on it right there. That would have been great.
Hey, you know what? Had a pearl.
I think I'm gonna do this because it sounds like a good deal for me.
How do I get courtesans out there?
You gotta do a White Castle action.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and I'm gonna take my load up phase. Where I do this, or is that one just better? This one's just better. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I get 1 money for putting a 4 on top of a 3. I get another money for this, and another money for this. I get a seal, and I get a resource of my choice, so I'm going to count this down here for a second. And then I'm going to get 2 rice. And then I'm going to get another rice because I did a lantern action. I should have done that first, so I didn't forget, but I pulled from the back of the bridge and a lantern action. So I get 1 more resource of my choice. I'm going to go ahead and grab that roll. And that is my turn.
Let's see. I will.
I don't have much of anything, but I got a lot of matcha.
Let's see. Yeah, I will take this die. Not that die. This die. Eat and go there. Get another pearl off of another lantern action. And spend 2 money because I'm placing on top of 4. And take a tertiary action.
Nice.
Spend another 2 money to get her into the gate. And then 2 pearls to move her up. Where do I want you to go?
One thing that's I don't know if it's able to be seen on the board that much. You can keep taking your turn, but I love how they obviously planned for the Matcha expansion with the artwork of the board. Like the original board has this unfinished box, and you add the Matcha expansion, and the artwork all fits seamlessly, and completes a lot of these boxes too. And if you look at the bottom here, I'm kind of hoping we get some more bushes, and this pond increases later. And look, this box got to get bigger too. Just keep adding things to the bottom. And every time you get an expansion that won't fit into any of the boxes, so you'll have to keep every expansion box.
I'll go there, take this card. And I get to pick one of those 2 bonuses. And I will take the 2 rice from that.
All right. Are you ready to reveal the card? You can't go backwards after you
Yes.
reveal this.
BGA is very insistent about informing you of that fact.
Yes. As soon as you reveal a new card, you can no longer undo your turn.
Yep.
How do you get to do black?
You just have to match the die color that's poking at it. So if you want to do you want to do this action, you just got to do a white dice. However, you don't have any iron, so.
I was just asking.
Yep.
So it was the closest.
Yeah, I was making sure you knew what I was. This is actually supposed to have gone down here because you took a matcha action last turn.
That wasn't me.
That was
You
me.
put it-
Never mind.
I was like, you put it there.
That's me. I did that. Hey, if you want to do
Mine's
another,
right here.
you want to do another matcha action, that's actually you get money off that.
I would like to take the black 5 from the back,
Yeah, that's a good
which
one.
lets me get
2
2
pearls.
pearls.
Yeah.
And then I am going to go here
Yep.
and do this.
Cool.
I'm going to pay $2 to get
That's the top one.
this.
Yep. It goes out
It's
right
gonna
there.
go here,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna spend those 2 pearls that I just
Yeah.
got to move it up.
Yep. And you pick any of those 3 rooms.
Now you're going to do the white action on one of these. On the white scroll action. One thing that's a little confused about the game, they use black, red, and white dice, and then they have white and black scrolls, which don't have to correlate. So,
So-
like,
It is 1 white action. Yes.
One
Yes,
white
one
action,
white action, yep.
from one of those cards.
Yep.
Okay, so that's $1 and a well
Now,
action.
your lantern actions are already powerful because you get 2 pearls from them. So
That
those
is true.
you just read those
Yeah.
as 2, and you get it afterwards. So you're going to flip your next card first. So you can actually do that right now. You can actually flip that card and put it on the bottom, on that where the heron's showing. And now if you do a lantern action, you get all 3 of those.
I would like to do the lantern action, because I also get
An iron too.
iron.
Okay, so you're going up there right with Mr.
2 more pearls and then a heron.
Yep. You want to move green up one on that. All right, so this is going to replace that card in your domain. Face up.
Face up.
Yep.
Okay.
So now you can see if you do the top action, you get the top action, middle to middle.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Now, in order to do these, you have to have 6.
You don't have to have 6, you just have to pay the difference.
Okay.
Yep. And you can't stack those. So you can see that right there. And then I'm going to flip that, and then you're good there. I want to join with my courier. How do I do that?
By the way, I love this fish.
That fish is great.
It's a really good It's so cute.
Yep.
That's a good fish.
Good fish.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this white dice from the end. And go here. Grab 2 money. From the then do my lantern action to get a rice. And then I'm gonna spend that 2 money to get my courier in here. What's he wanna do? I mean, is he gonna do the same thing you guys did? Party in this room! Woo! Grab this guy right here. It's gonna be worth 1 iron. And a lantern action, which gives me a rice and a heron.
Your mom's a heron. Sorry.
Sometimes you just gotta let those intrusive thoughts go.
How
Alright, you are up now.
many more turns?
Yeah, you're gonna have 1 more turn and then the round's gonna be over.
Let's see. Now, this one that I'm now eyeing.
Yep.
Is that
You get to do 1 card. And both
Okay.
both actions on 1 card.
okay? And then I'm assuming not add it to my lantern action.
Nope.
Okay.
It is-
I've not fully read the Matcha rulebook. Usually I do, but I didn't have time today.
Yep, you can see how these cards right here are sideways.
Yep.
Because that's the back of them, and that's how you add them. I believe this is the only space in the game that lets you add these cards too.
Yeah,
Which is a little silly because let me actually make sure on these ones real quick because that actually might do something too.
Yeah, I think that's run that whole row. Yeah.
It runs the row. We are looking at the not the T fields. We're looking at the outskirts.
Maybe not the T fields.
That's
what
it.
about
That's
the
all
T
it does.
fling?
Is just run the 2 things.
Ayo.
What you gonna do?
It says if you run out of cards, the last card in the stack you can't take. So if you go here and there's only 1 card left in the deck, and I'm looking at this deck, I'm like, how do you do that? How do you possibly get down?
4-player game for starters.
I mean, yeah, so it'll have to be a 4-player game, but this doesn't seem like it's possible. But we're good.
Does this only play max of 4? Have either of you played solo yet?
Nope.
No, not in this one.
Would you?
I like solo games, so I would probably give it a try. But I also this game's on BGA right now. I've been playing a lot in BGA, and it's pretty fun on there. So
I haven't been on BGA in forever, but I need to get on there so I can learn how to play Crafting the Cosmos, which is next week's game, next Thursday.
Nice.
We're getting a dent and ding copy from the retail store.
I will not be in next week's game because I will be in Disney World.
Lucky duck.
That's a different publisher.
That's the new one we just got, the Critter Kitchen.
Yeah. Critter Kitchen's coming soon too.
That was released.
Well, just coming soon
Oh,
to
it's
stream.
a stream. Coming soon to a stream near you.
Yes, it's coming to a website already. Buy it.
Yeah.
No thoughts, just vibes for me.
I am so
boy.
indecisive right now.
There's noise and there's marks. No. Oh.
I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Man,
A
I need
pot.
to
Wait.
break into this matcha economy y'all's got going on.
Y'all's, I don't have any matcha. That's just
Oh,
her.
Nikki. Yeah. That's the annoying thing is that the base game wild resource things don't let you
Don't give
pick
you
up
matcha.
matcha.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
like,
have so much matcha.
how?
It's all matcha.
Oops, all matcha. Ah, Epcot, nice. Yeah, I've been once before.
The Epcot.
Epcot Center is if you remember Disney, the iconic like circular ball part of it. That's the Epcot Center.
Oh.
It's one of the parks, theme parks there,
Gotcha.
and it's known for like it's around the world thing. Like you start walking, you rock in a circle, and there's just different parts of the world. When I was there's also a food and alcohol tour, so I got to like sample from every single place. It was great. I ate myself away. I ate myself around the world.
I've never been to either of the Disneys or the big amusement things like I want to say Paramount, but that's not correct.
Universal.
Universal. Yeah, I've never been to any of those. Biggest one I've been to is Six Flags.
I went to a Monsters Inc. show while I was there.
Oh,
and they
cute.
called upon people from the audience, and at the time I had a big thick beard, and so I got called to play the role of Sully. So I had to growl at the camera and stuff randomly.
Love that.
I no longer have the big thick beard, nor want to have a big thick beard.
That's fine. Fine.
So many options.
They worked in Norway and Frozen. I didn't actually do Frozen the last time we went, but we're gonna do it this year.
Norway land.
Okay.
Norway land. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess
Frozen
invaded Norway.
Yep.
In more ways than one.
All right. I will take that action.
I had one action
Burning all the
planned
rest
out,
of my coins.
depending on whatever he did.
Gaining a mother of pearl. Getting myself on the heron board.
No, and in front of me.
Yep.
I'm still in the lead.
Gaining another heron. Gaining another time point because of that. And then spending a seal to place my first farmer, which will be there.
Looks like I'm using a black dice.
Yeah, just to be mean. I get 3 matcha.
Or I'm placing a farmer there, and we're all going to enjoy it.
Yep, and spending 2 rice.
Are we gonna go oops all geishas or?
That'd be fun. And it looks like that is the turn for me.
All right. I would like the 5 red, please.
You want the 4 red instead? You get your lantern action with it.
It's more money I have to pay.
It is.
You know what? No, I'll take it. Sorry.
Because
I forgot about the
You're good.
heron got added.
All the yeah.
So I will do this. I will pay. I'm so broke. Pay that, and then I get 2 rice, 1 more of these, and then another lantern action.
So
I forgot to do 2.
2. Yeah, you already got your heron, but now you can do another 2.
I get another 2.
And another.
Another heron.
Okay.
Dang, that's a lot of.
Yep.
Now I have to figure out some way of getting these my next turn.
Yep.
Or just spend all your resources slowly, because it'll come if you do that. Nice. Okay, I am going to.
I
figure out
have
how I want to use
so
a
many
farm.
pearls.
Let's
all
see
geisha.
here. Oops, all geishas. I want to keep 3 money because I want to do another warrior action. I don't want to take the 5 because then, if I take that, you have a chance of. I can just take that. Spend more money if I need to.
Are you poor?
I have 5. I just want to keep 3. He's
John also poor?
John is definitely
Yeah.
poor.
I have.
You've got money to
I
spend.
have
I got-
no monies and 1 seal.
Definitely want to
I
go
got
for that.
1 money and no
Guess-
field.
Guess I'm going over there.
Sorry. Every time you say it. It's that, and then Kiss from a Rose also plays in my head whenever we say seal. So, Kiss by a Rose? Doesn't matter. I don't listen to the song.
I'll let you have your lantern action so I can save my farmer here. And instead I'll just go for. Now do I want to take the black so I get that? I don't really want to be mean, but I'm gonna. Spend 1 for that farmer action. I'm gonna have a farmer come out.
I don't mind that you're mean.
And
I was
I guess I'll double up here just to get a bunch of resources next round.
Double up. Oh.
1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to gain a money, a seal, and a thing of my choice. I'll get a pearl.
Get on my level.
No, I'm gonna get a. Yeah, the iron's not gonna help me, so I'll get an iron still, just for later. Look, I have 2, 2, and 2. No geishas. No matcha. Not enough matcha.
Only I got geishas.
All right, now it's your turn.
Yeah, so I will take
5 white.
the 5 whites, gaining a pearl and a time. And we will drop that on the old tea ceremony. Pay the 2 money I just gained from that to place the geisha. And spend 2 of my matcha to...
Which way you pushing it? Don't forget
That's
this.
actually really nice because I get to immediately double up on that.
Mhm.
So that is a point to me,
A matcha.
a
and a pearl.
matcha, and a pearl. And then the round's over, and I get to farm that.
Yes. So go ahead and farm it. Like farms technically go from top
Yeah.
to bottom. It doesn't really matter in this case because you're gonna.
Yep. Neither of us get anything for this because there's no black dice.
Okay.
Bree gets both of those.
So end of the round, we're gonna first do the farms. I will do this. I'm going to get a seal. I'm up to 4 seals. I've never been this rich on seals. I'm going to get a iron here. And then I'm gonna spend 3 money to take a warrior action. He's gonna just jump in with this guy, and I'm gonna take a white action. And keep repeating that.
What
Is,
Okay.
is this the cost of getting a guy there?
Yes. And I am going to use that white dice action. I could do it. Oh man. I'll take a courier action. Spend 2 to drop another courier. Then I'm going to spend 2. Get over there, buddy. Pearls. To send a courier up a level. Am I taking... I think I need to get more people inside. Okay, so... I don't need seals. Can always use more money and more resources, so... Let's just pop him up here. Grab this guy. This is going to rotate down. This is going to pop over here. I'll then do one of these 2 things. 2 money. I get the heron. I'll do the well and the money. So it gets 2 more of these. 1 more seal.
You are max on seals.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then a resource of my choice.
Fleet of seals.
I forgot to spend my 3 iron. It's important. I'll just go ahead and get another... I mean, might as well get another rice and do big rice field action again.
I did nothing.
There you go. That's it.
Cool.
All right, so that's the end of the round. We're going to reset the turn order, which is already done by John.
Yep.
And then we're going to take all the dice. And what's easier is give John the red and the black, and we'll take the white and the green. I would definitely do the red first, and then you can do the white.
Okay.
We want high numbers.
Whoa. Like this?
Like that. First player is going to be eating rich today. That's you. And you get to take a 4.
Black dice, not so fun.
Eh. So yeah, and then that's just now we just do round 2, and we only got 2 more rounds after that. I mean, 1 more round after this. So
and
we have 3
nothing else
rounds
out
left.
here. Like.
Oh wait, I did forget to replace this, which is fun because that's a bridge action right there.
Mhm. And then So bridge action is getting your guys out, right?
Yep. Any of these 4 actions right here are getting your 4 different types of people out.
Okay.
So Bridge, White Castle, Training Yard, and Matcha.
Okay. Only have $1.
Forgot to spend a seal when I did that.
If we do that,
So you do have a lot of extra pearls, which means the White Castle action might be called for, or something that can chain into a White Castle action.
Problem is this one here. Oh, I see it. I'm gonna do the 4, which lets me get max out my pearls. I only get one of them.
Yeah.
And then a heron. Oh,
So-
but I can't spend. I don't have a thing,
So
so it's fine.
that's fine. I mean, you still gotta. Do you want money instead then? I mean, you let someone else have the 4, but then you can at least get 2 money instead of only 1 pearl.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's up to you.
Let's go with that.
Just set that there. That comes down here now.
Okay,
Okay.
so I get money,
Yep, 2 money, which is perfect because you can put another courier out now if you want to. Okay.
and then I can do the white
White
action.
Castle. Yep. So the White Castle action, treat these as separate actions. You can put a new courier out for 2 money, and you can move a courier, either the one you just placed or one current one, for pearls. So if you spend 5 pearls right now, you can actually skip this guy, skip this row, and go up here to the final row. Get a lot of
That's
bonuses.
pretty nice.
Get a lot of bonuses. Or you can get a new courier out, skip a row there, and get your next courier to one of these sections.
I'm going to spend the pearls now, which would be 5.
Yep.
Move it down to 1.
Mhm.
Move him up to the main.
Yep. So the first thing you can do when you get up here is you're going to take a lantern action.
Okay,
So you
which
get-
is 2 more pearls back. And I can't do a heron because I don't have
Yep.
a seal.
Oh well. And then you could either take a koi action, which gives you these 3 things,
Okay.
or you could do a yellow thing right here, which gives you this or this, or you could do a well action, which is going to give you this, which is
I will actually take the well action.
okay. That is a money, a seal, and a resource of your choice besides matcha.
I'm going to go 1 on that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then...
And no one else can take that action ever.
And
Then you have an option still of dropping 2 money for a courier if you want.
I would like to do that.
And just stick them on out there, top one.
Hey, look, another matcha.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
You guys keep walking me through this. I might have a chance at 2nd place. No, I'm kidding.
I
I
need to
always
do-
make 3rd when playing with these guys.
Ooh, that's a good. That's a good. That's a
That's a
good.
good.
That's a good.
That's a good.
I'm going to.
Stupid.
Well, no. That was pretty stupid there too. We're gonna go here, taking from the back, losing 1 money, getting a rice, a heron, and a money back. I will get another heron, and then I'll spend a seal if I have enough to take a bridge action. Get this nice little farmer out here, and he's gonna go somewhere. He's not going to go to any of those places because I don't have enough stuff. Oh, I can do that, though. That's close.
Hello?
I'm going to do it, but it's using all my seals. All right, I'm going to use a 4 rice
Seal team.
to come up here. That's 5 rice. Ah, dang it. I don't think I can do it. That's 5 rice, not.
We would have enough.
Yeah, but the thing is, I also need a matcha to do the matcha action. So I get a matcha here, and then I need another matcha to do the matcha action.
Oh.
So it's not quite what I want. But
Yep.
I will go
Yeah.
ahead and spend 2
Go
rice.
for 1 more coin.
2 rice to go right here and grab 3 matcha. Because, you know, you guys look like you're having fun right there on that bridge. So
Mm-hmm.
come on, join. Yep. And that is my entire turn. I gotta consider doing this action.
Let's see.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I feel the urge to make a peacock noise.
Do it!
No, that'll blow out the
Cacao.
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 I suppose I should be planning my turn.
Yeah,
Whoops.
you gotta go with what you feel whenever it comes.
I always
Huh.
just play with fives.
You know what I just realized?
Hmm.
We did the turnover wrong.
Why is that?
This is going the other way around the table this round.
Oh,
Because
shoot. Yep. It's
Yep.
fine. It's actually really easy. This is available. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
no, you're good.
Okay.
But for the next time around the
Yeah.
table,
It's gonna be well before I have a turn.
yeah.
Don't forget that. In 3-player games, it always gets me. Just because of the triangle.
Yep. So I think what I'm going to do is I will take this 5 and put it there and get another geisha out, gaining 2 coins and then spending the 2 coins. And then spending 2 matcha.
Send her off that way.
Send her off this way.
How do you gain 2 coins and then lose 2 coins?
So I'm placing a 5 on top of a 3.
Mhm.
2 coins.
Gains
Oh.
2 coins.
I got you. I'm
I
following
then
now.
spend 2 coins
Yeah.
to place the geisha.
Uh-huh.
And
Use the coins to
then-
gain the coins.
Yes.
I
And
kinda wanna take a
then
magic action.
I want
Matcha action's good.
2 iron on
Arm.
the 1 banner. And I want
Arm.
that iron on the other banner.
More arm.
If you were to go here,
Yep.
do you have to pay any resources to get these?
You just get those
Do you farm them, or is it just once and then it's off?
once and done. It doesn't go off. It just
Okay.
everybody gets that when they get there. But now you say that, it's like, wait, maybe I misread it. Let me make sure that that's what happens when you get there. Outskirts, pond overlook, tea house.
I know it's my turn. I don't know what I want to do yet. Sorry.
All good.
I was supposed to be
Yep.
planning, but I
Doesn't
don't know
move.
what to do.
You're good. Ooh, there is a matcha action here, but that takes your 1 seal. So you could matcha action here or here. You also have some White Castle
And
stuff.
if I
so you
use
could
the
weak
4
Castle.
on the back end, then I only have to pay 1, and then I get more stuff.
Uh-huh. And you have your seal, so you can make that jump there.
I can, yeah.
And then we can be like, bye.
Oh, you could probably end up jumping the gap, but
Once I get there, the gap's far away.
going first, I don't know if it really helps me in the sense that I don't know what I'm doing. I want to be able to take a matcha
Another thing-
action, so
Another thing I look at, and it's not going to help you right now because you want that matcha action, but I look at the 3 spaces that have double rewards, so like a red dice here, a black dice here, or a black dice here, and see if I can capitalize on the fact that I'm going to have first dibs on one of those spaces. In this case, like this one's only a bunch of resources. You're resource heavy already. You don't need that. Do you want to take a bridge action? Then you could take a... You can't do both of those because you have to spend a seal to use the bridge action.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
you know, and then the last one is this one, which actually would maybe be bad. You get a bridge action. No. Yeah, same thing.
It's the exact same problem.
Same exact thing as over there, but you get more money out of the way.
I will take the 4,
This board?
correct, which gives me
Where are you putting this?
here. I'm sorry.
You want to take a bigger number then. You don't have to put green down there.
I was thinking the 4 and the white,
Oh, okay, yeah, here.
so that I could take a.
Yeah. Perfect.
I don't remember where I was.
Manage market.
I mean, yes. Was I on 2?
Yes.
3.
4. Yep, you're good. You did it.
So I'm fine.
And then you also get a heron, which you could spin that seal
I will.
for. And then you also get have to spend 1 money.
Yes.
Right, now you can take your matcha action.
Which gives me 2 matcha.
No, that's
No.
not the matcha
Oh, I'm
action.
sorry.
You have to spend
You're right.
2
You're
or
right.
you spend 2 or 5. 5 gets you all the way to the end. 2 will get you here, and you can repeat one of these actions, which you don't need to do. You don't have 5, do you? You have 4.
I miscalculated. That was not a good action to do. Any chance I can go backwards?
Yeah, let's try it.
Why not go backwards?
And you get your 1 money back.
Haha, I am rich again. Oops. Stop.
I think that's it. We're
3.
good. No, did you pay money, then pay money again?
I think so.
Well, that's fine then, because you could go again, because you could buy a new geisha and then send a geisha either way. Right? So you were 1 money shy of buying a new geisha. So I think you're good to do this now, because you can get a geisha.
Because it would have been all of my money then.
Go back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you go ahead and spend you get your 2 pearls back,
Okay.
and then you
got
can
those.
spend 2 bashas,
And
or
then-
5.
I don't have 5.
You don't-
I will spend 2. Wait, I forgot to get a
Yeah,
geisha
yeah,
out. So
yeah.
here's this.
Yep. So he can either go to the pond, and if he goes to the pond, you get some extra resources, or you can go this way and do the same thing you did last time, where you get one of these 2 things. You can go this way and get a pond resource, and the thing that gives you matcha for now.
And then this gets added down here.
Yep. Whichever one you want. You don't have, you can crisscross.
I just meant like the middle
Like
bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would actually like to go that way.
Yeah. I like that way because then you can start farming this every turn.
Yeah.
And now you're going to get a
that
pearl, a
is
matcha, and a point.
pearl, matcha.
You're on the board.
Yay. And then that is my turn. I'm sorry that
Yep,
was so
Yep,
long.
you're good. You're good.
And then it's actually me next.
Yep. Because we're going back
I was-
correctly.
Thank you for saying it. I was like, what do you mean? Oh, yeah. We're playing the game right.
Oh yes. Yes. Now we have
I'm taking white dice.
good shenanigans times. I will go there with that dice. I get my lantern first, which is a pearl and a time and an iron, which puts me at 5 iron, so I can hit this one.
I love that spot.
For 1, 2, 3 rice. That goes back down to 0. And a castle action. I don't have the money to place a new geisha
But you could send
or
one
a
straight to
new
the
courtier,
You could send one straight to the top.
but I can go straight to the top. Though I do actually also want one of these cards in the middle. Yes. I will move this scout here, which gives me a seal and another run of my lantern, or a pearl, a time, and an iron.
Yeah, it's my sister's texting me. We found out today one of my best
Oh.
friends.
And another coin,
Yep,
because
yep.
I claimed that card.
One of my best friends doesn't have an inner monologue.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you were there. You were there
I
for
was
that.
at lunch.
Yeah. So I told my family that because they, family
Mhm.
friend, and apparently my mom doesn't have an inner monologue either.
Why?
I know, right?
All right, Brie, what do you want?
We're gonna devolve into that kind of conversation again.
Yep.
That was a good conversation.
I'm cursed with an inner MP3 player. I've had one song on repeat nonstop for the last 2 days.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that so hard. So most of the time when I'm stimming, which my friend Joey just does not understand, I have to listen to a song and repeat for like hours for some reason, and I will do it over the course of like days. And I was like, until I get sick of it, it's not good. But then there's other times when I just get like, so I've had, it's 3 lines of a song, but it repeats so easily that it's just, the tune just keeps going, those 3 lines. I was like, oh my god, I'm going insane.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know yet. Stop pressuring me.
You want to use a 4 green?
Yes. Thank you. I think I want to go do that. That's fun. That's a fun thing to do. I have lots of seals. Turn that seal into money. Drop that there. And get a money.
I forgive you.
2 iron.
Iron.
And then I'm going to spend a seal to do a matcha action. I'll spend 2 money to drop a geisha. Yay, I'm joining the party. And then I'll spend 2 matcha to move my geisha.
I don't know what that sounds like on.
Yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to go here.
Like, sorry guys.
I'm going to spend this to get a money. I'm going to spend 3 money to do the second action instead, which gives me a money and a black action. The black action is going to be a... Wish there was a bridge up there.
There's a bridge over here.
Yeah, but it costs a seal for that bridge. It doesn't matter. I'll have to do it.
You don't pay no
I'll
toll.
do
You
a
don't get no room.
some farmer action. Put this farmer up here. Do a white action, which is going to get me something with goodness. With goodness.
Now I can hear the rain starting.
I'm going to get that guy. That's
Sure.
going to get me a coin, and a seal, and an urn.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Done. Your turn.
I would like that 6 red, please. And it's going right here.
You're going to get
I'm
5
gonna
money.
take 5 money.
Yep. And
I'm gonna take a seal
and a 6th money,
and a 6 money.
and another resource.
And I would like an extra guy in rice.
There you go.
Okay.
That was a quick one. I've had that, so I was really upset when he took the 6. I was like, oh no. My plan.
Knock that off there.
Check it down the well on the other side.
All right, now what did I need this money for?
Hmm.
I needed it for a reason, and then my brain forgot what the reason was.
And the reason is you.
Yep.
I want to arm. No arm for arm.
Hmm.
I wish I had more rice.
Would that be worth it?
Nope.
Hmm. That might be another 2 coins out of that. Would be really sweet is if there was a decree card that gave you seals, but that would maybe be broken.
What's a decree card?
I've decreed.
Actually, one of the beginning ones.
Is that one of the starting
Yeah,
ones?
one of the starting
we
ones.
just didn't see it.
Uh-huh,
Yeah, yep.
That one. That
Um,
one I do consider taking.
Yeah,
Yeah, seal.
it's like that and money is the thing I'm hurting on right now, and
I don't know how you guys like end up with so much resources. I never have resoursources apparently. I have money and seals,
Yeah.
but no resources.
I started with no resources, but I also
Man.
don't know how to spend things correctly. I don't know how to play the game.
Let me tell you the people I tell at cons. Let me spend your money for you.
Actually, that works for me. I will take that 6 and go there.
Oh no, all your white dies.
Gain a coin
Eh,
and
it's
take
bound to happen.
a bridge action.
No, I wanted you a White Castle. I want you to cycle a card out because I want something better here.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a dude.
Actually, I could
Is that
take
right?
a castle action.
I have so many pearls.
I could take a castle action. I'm just eyeing these bridges, and it's like,
Oh, I keep forgetting about my stupid. Oh man, that's
Actually,
actually.
I do kind of want to take a courtier action.
Yeah, do it.
Because I forgot that was giving me a coin. Spend my 2 coins. Go bankrupt again. Woo! Go there. And then where do I want to move her?
Dude. Dope. I need to do my domain action more. It's actually looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I will spend 5 pearl
Mother of pearl.
to go. Go there.
Ah, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Gain 2 points, take a well action, get a seal and a coin, and a 1 resource that will be iron.
Thanks for appreciating that, Cosmic Beat.
Iron. Yeah.
Ran so far.
That goes there, and that goes there. All right. 3.
Oh, that's me.
Now what?
I'm about this far ahead. We're gonna take this guy right here. Spend 1 for a domain action. And now that I have like no farmers left, I get 3 iron on that. And a matcha. And a point, please, for yellows. And I get a money and a well action, which is a money and a seal and a pearl. Actually, and a matcha. It's even better. Yeah. Nope. Got a plan. I'm gonna take that pearl.
Darn it.
And you can't take matcha.
And I can't take matcha. You said that.
I can't take those black actions because they are white, correct? You need to have a white dice.
Yes.
Fudge.
Both was. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, all the White Castle actions. All the White Castle actions on this board right now you cannot take.
rude.
Yep.
You can still take this one. You just gotta jump on top of a high
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'll take the 4. And I'm gonna jump on top of the 5, so it's less.
1 money.
Okay.
Well, I love the enthusiasm.
I thought I had more matcha. Dang it.
Well, you're spending pearls though, right?
Oh, I have pearls. Yes, I'm spending all 5 of my pearls. Hey,
Uh-huh. And he's gonna jump up to the next layer there.
Yes, I would like to do this
Yeah,
one.
it's a good one.
And then this gets added to the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You get 3 resources in any combination that doesn't include matcha.
Ooh.
2,
Ooh.
3. No, not that one. I can get those for using 3. Okay.
And do you wish to spend 2 coins to put another courtier at the gate?
I would like to.
Do you want to Fanta?
Okay.
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 Is that my last turn, by the way?
Yeah, that was your last round.
That was your last turn for this round. Yes.
Dang.
No, my 3.
Yes. Yes, my 3. First, my lantern. Gain a pearl. Spend 1 of my seals to go up here.
Bye, everybody.
Gain an iron.
Nope.
Gain a
I'll
coin.
be last place
Gain
forever.
a point. Place
You
this
never know.
here.
I could end up in last.
Gain another time.
Hey!
Too
Watch
bad.
it.
Spend a seal
Bridget.
to take a bridge
I was
action.
in the lead for so long, Bree.
And that will be.
A one-time thing, because you took the red dice.
This is true, but it was worth. Spend 2 to drop this here, and take a action on the castle. Any white banner action on the castle. And that will be run my banner again, or run my lantern again, and gain a matcha. Or another pearl, another time, another iron, coin and another point.
He calls this time because this is like the time track. I
Yeah.
don't know how it represents time.
Oh, it's the passing of the seasons.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
What am I
it
doing?
doesn't make thematic sense
Am
for
I-
you to be in spring while Nikki and I are in summer, but somehow that's what that means.
That happens in
Everdale, but they
Everdale.
explain that one a little bit better because you're in your own separate valleys, and the seasons are going to hit at different times in those valleys because based on
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
they explain that one a little bit,
All right, Bree, your last turn.
but literally this is just a piece that moves right, and it's supposed to be the passage of time. I am going to, and we're literally in the same castle.
Maybe you're just stuck in the past.
Yeah. All right, so I have not a lot of choices here, but I do not want to spend any money because I want to try to save 3 so that I can farm this again. And if I spend 1,
You earn one.
if I spend that, I get 1 back.
Oh, I've got to go to a retail store tonight. I'm gonna go buy some magic packs.
I'm gonna have to spend a seal then. There's no warrior action that is gonna be cheap. Warrior down there, spend 2 for that. Oh man.
So sorry.
I'll be able to take a white action when I do that. Okay, yeah, I'll make this work. We're gonna go ahead and take this front 3.
Front runner.
Is it? I don't know. A rice and a heron or money is essentially what this is coming down to. I think I need the money though.
You gain money though. Taking the back action.
I gain 1 money, but I lose 2.
Oh, I
So instead of losing 1 money, I'd be losing 3 money and only gaining
That
1
makes
back. So
sense.
I'm gonna lose 1 money here. I'm gonna take a warrior action. Spend 5 to drop this guy up higher. I'll go ahead and get my 3 rice right away. I will then go ahead and spend 2 seals for a pearl. And then I'm going to figure out how I can make this work. I just need a money somehow. Or a seal. There's lots of ways of getting that. Including this guy right here. Eyeballing him. He's being eyeballed right now.
Oh, gotta watch your eyeballs.
And then I don't have to spend any money for another courier. Yeah, he's going to pop up here. And take this guy right here. This guy's going to pop down here. He's going to pop in there. I'll get a matcha.
I'm gonna pop some tails.
A rice. A heron. Yeah, I'm catching up. And 2 rice. And 2 rice. 2 monies. And this guy's going to come over here. And I'm going to decide if I want to place a courier now. 3.
Did I? No. What I'm doing is losing my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it happens to everybody. I think I'm good then.
That's right. I took that action because I placed that there. Okay.
Spend 3. Yeah, I can't place it. I'm not going to place it. All right, we're good.
Okay.
That's the end of the round.
Yeah.
Let's farm. Everybody gets 3 matcha. And then we can all take one of these actions down here. If you've saved 3, you can take a black action, but you have to have other resources too. But I did say 3. So,
Ooh, what are the black actions?
all right, so it technically goes in order, so you're going to go first.
Okay.
The black actions are pretty much anything that gives you, like, so I think the only one you have to spend seals for is going to be a bridge. No, I took the warrior. Ooh, you can't do a warrior at all. You can do a White Castle or a matcha action, or you could do a spin a seal and do a bridge action.
I think I might do that. My one and only seal. I have 5.
You can go up here, but it's going to cost you money to actually get the the value out of this part of it. But it's going to give you 9 points. That is a lot of points.
I don't have that money.
You have to spend 3 money on top of it to get to use this. So you're spending 3 money and gaining 1 back.
I don't know if I want to do that then.
Or you can gain all this stuff.
I will gain all the stuff.
Okay, so you will gain a point, a pearl, and a matcha.
Okay.
And then it's
Maxed
John's
out
turn to
on
decide.
matcha.
I will spend a 3 and take 1 back to take a matcha action, spending 5 to advance her into the tea house.
That's going to be based on your couriers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And immediately take 2 well actions for that, and gain back everything I just spent. Haha.
Not everything. You can get any of the matcha back.
Well,
Should be good, right?
I want to spend 2 coins to put another
It's a point.
geisha out. I don't know if I do.
You're welcome. I hated that song for the
Oh, it's
longest
so
time.
good.
I don't know if I like the song, but he
You
has
good?
another one that I really liked.
I will pass on putting another one out.
I'm also gonna do it. I'm also gonna do a matcha action.
The one where he's going about town on a scooter or something. Moped. That one was hilarious.
I liked it. What's the one with with him partying?
You got me.
It's right there in the cusp of my brain. I'm gonna spend all 5, and he's actually gonna jump forward to this guy, so I can do a White Castle action. And then I'm gonna spend 2 pearls and 0 money because I don't have any money to maybe move my guy up to the top.
Might as well.
Or this guy comes up here and I get 2 herons, except I won't be able to use them all. It's either a seal and that. Oh no, he's going up to the top. I get a lantern action off that. It should be a no-brainer. He's gonna go up there. I'm gonna get my lantern action, which is a rice, a heron, and 2 money. How crazy would it be if I could trigger this again? Because I could do the pond action. No, and then do that again. But I can't because I need a seal for. The only thing I can buy is a farm, and I don't have enough. All the iron?
Aaron.
All the iron.
So sorry.
I'm pretty sure this is just lily pads anyway. It's not. It's not. Yeah, it's always that is not an option. That is just 3 lily pads. So I couldn't have done that anyways, but I opted for 2 iron anyways.
Yep. All right.
And that's it. So now we'll redo the order, which is now going to be John. We'll go on to round 3, which is the final round. We're vibing hard, guys.
All
That's all I
right.
can say.
There's one more
Ooh.
black. One
Ooh.
more black die.
Yeah, you can have that.
Oh,
2, 2, 4, 4. Anything looking good here, guys? Because mine is not looking the best.
Orange
nope.
is pretty.
Orange is pretty. So, farms don't matter anymore. We can't get double farm bonuses. You can still get you can still do the farms that you buy, but like,
If it's like one of these that it gets me stuff.
no, like my guy being here doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
Our guys being
Yeah.
here don't matter.
It's just
anymore.
points.
This. See how these have these bridge actions? The final one doesn't do anything for you. Like we're not going to get more actions after this round. You know how we did this between rounds? We're not doing this after this round.
I know.
Okay.
But that matters.
That matters. 100% that matters. Yeah.
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 So technically your farmers still matter.
Farmers still matter. I'm trying to say that the dice special for the bridge is like the farming action for the bridge still being occupied with dice at the end of the game. That doesn't matter.
Oh, gotcha. I'm losing this game.
But you're doing really good. I would focus this round, if you can help it,
I need a dude.
every turn trying to drop a worker.
Yeah.
That's like, don't worry about trying to get resources if you can help it. Just try to drop a dude every turn.
Yep. Now, when you run your domain, these have to be in
Yep,
order left to right.
You get them in order from left to
Okay.
right. I will confirm with the great
I
book.
was like, yeah, that one, the order doesn't really matter because if I take that one, that drops a warrior for me.
Yep. One first, and then two.
Embergard, I read in my brain as Embergard.
Ermagerd. Where do you see Ermagerd at?
It's up there on under open season, and is that a balloon?
Oh,
Or
okay.
it's a balloon.
Warhammer Embergard, the core game. We have it in our
Warhammer Embergard.
Vermer. Ermagerd. Ermagerd.
Embergard, the super. How old is that meme?
All right.
I'm losing my mind, y'all.
But yes, since that is
Losing my mind.
since that is my best option for getting a
I have no over seals, guys.
warrior, I will drop that 6 there. I gain 2 pearls and spend the 5 to place
No, he's
A
doing
warrior.
the thing. He's doing the thing.
gain 3 rice.
How did you place a warrior by doing that?
So on my white
yeah,
row,
yeah,
I have
Yeah, if you do
forgot.
red,
I
you get to
got
do a
warrior.
White Castle.
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do
Pretty
that.
sweet.
Take a castle action.
That's this.
Wherever
I'm pointing to.
Let's see, and then do I want to?
Yeah, that's right, Deb. We've had too much matcha. We're losing it.
Yep. Which one I'll do? I'll spend 2 to drop another courtier, and then
Man,
5 pearls to immediately a jumper all the way up here and grab this, which gives me
the seal.
a seal and
So we know John's winning.
You don't know
necessarily.
that. I'm doing super good, yo.
yeah.
I'm not winning.
Bree's got a
That's
ton of
for sure.
farms.
Yeah, those farmers are
I
fun.
got nothing. All right. My turn?
Except a dope ass dam.
Yeah.
That was not good.
I don't know. I liked it. You get 20 points for spirit,
Thank you. I.
and you'll still lose.
Ooh.
Just kidding, love you. Ooh, oh!
What do you give me for it?
I don't think you want to do that. You don't have enough rice. Yeah,
I have so much rice.
You might as well use the 3 though, because you can trigger your lantern action.
I know. That's a rice to get him out, right? What do we want to do first, though? One more. One more.
One more wood. You wood? I got sheep over here.
Iron. And one more iron.
I'll trade you for some sheep.
You have sheep?
Mm.
This is Settlers of White Castle.
That sounds a little bit
White
too much
Katana.
Mm.
Okay. Who do I want to do first? Do I want to do the samurais or do I want to farmer?
You want an iron. If you can iron, you can do the cool samurai action.
I know.
So if you could do an action while ironing,
I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know if I have that option.
You do a matcha action, and the matcha action can get you guy right her, and I can get you some earn.
That is true. And a matcha action can also get me another guy.
Yeah, which is good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay.
Where's the
I have
farming one at?
so much
Where's the farming
matcha,
one?
so
That's not bad.
let's go ahead and do a matcha action. What do I need?
You either go here
Mm-hmm.
or the far less superior spot up here. And you might as well go down there.
I mean, that one does give me.
Nothing good? That's 4. This is a 3. You get money if you go down there.
Oh, shit.
And you can use any color of dice.
Yep. I mean, you'll probably use that back 3 anyways, but you know.
Let me get the 6.
I'm going for the money.
It's a 3.
Yeah, now you can matcha it.
All right.
Machi Koro.
I will drop a dude first.
Ooh, you know you could do instead? Drop that dude because you want the point. You could spend 5 matcha to move this guy into this building here. Take 2 will actions, which will give you your iron 2.
And 2 coins. And 2
I mean-
deals.
I mean, I was planning on using 5 to get in
Alright, well, there
because
you
I have
go.
7.
So the top one gives you points for every farmer you have. This is for every warrior you have, and this is for every courier you have. You have
Definitely
them,
have more couriers,
and you want that action anyways.
and I do.
Yeah,
So I will take
2 seals,
2 seals,
2 money,
2 monies.
2 resources of your choice that's not Maka.
I will take
1 arm.
1.
Ooh, you get a pearl with that because that's great.
Yeah,
Perfect. I don't think you could have done that even any better. Okay,
probably could have, but you know,
guess what I'm gonna
ruin my life.
do? No, live my own life, thank you.
You're ruining my life. I'm gonna ruin your life. I wasn't even there.
All right, I'm gonna take
Ninjago.
that. Spend the money. I did the back action. So I'll gain 2 money. I will not migrate over because reasons.
Okay.
But I will take a bridge action. Where I place my last bridger, 10, 2, and spend 4 of these to do a double thing over here. Where I will be kind of sad, a little bit on the sad side, not gonna lie. But I will take the double iron. Yeah. I can't do the top action because I don't have any seals. Pass.
Okay.
I think it's still worth it.
Yeah. And that is now pretty appealing for me.
Dang, I help John. Or all my life choices.
Lil Jon. Yeah. It's been a long day. I'm so sorry.
Jeez, Nikki.
There.
You doing okay?
And
You get a money.
I get a money instead of having to spend a money. Thank you much. And then the question is, yeah, I don't think it's even a question really. I don't get. But well, first the lantern, right? We get that. We get that. We get this. We get that. We get 2 of those.
Anybody who works for the BGA app, well, not BGA, BGG app, score tracking app, that's called, obviously you're working, you're
I have a different one though.
BG stats. BG stats. You work for BG stats. You need to break this game down and not just clan members. You need to have farmers, courtiers, warriors, and whatnot. Just let you know.
Spend 3 coins and seal.
Get on that.
To do that. And we will spend. We will gain 2 iron.
Ah, you can do a matcha action. Can't do White Castle. Oh, you can't even do a matcha action because you can't afford the. Same boat. Get your 2 iron and just deal with it. Sucks to suck. What you can do about it? What you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do about it is run. No, I will.
Take the deal.
Take the 2 iron and grumble. Okay. Oh well.
You didn't have some White Castle. Oh my gosh! Graham was literally talking about having White Castle while playing White Castle.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yep.
on the same page. I
Yeah.
won't eat it, but you know.
You're up.
Yep.
Okay, I think if I put a guy here, I could do this action,
Yeah,
right?
you
okay,
do both.
So that's,
yeah.
I'm gonna
it's
take
pretty dope.
the black 5.
Black 5.
And put it here. I'm gonna pay all 5 of my iron to get my dude out.
Yeah. Gain 3 rice.
I can only gain 2.
That's fine.
Oh well.
And then I get a castle action, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I will pay 2 to get a guy out, which
Oh.
is this one. Thank you. And then I have not a lot of pearls. I have enough pearls to move a dude up 1. So
That needs to happen.
I
Now that I
will
think about
spend
it,
2 pearls
It wasn't really worth
to
spending
move this guy.
the 4 money just for 2 iron.
I am in the same boat you were. Like,
Yeah.
I'm regretting kind of doing it a little bit.
Yep. Oh well.
And we both did it, so.
Yep.
Because now I wish I had money so I can actually run my domain action, because I got a pretty sweet domain action going on here.
Yep.
But, so instead, I'm gonna cry a little bit.
Take it, right?
Yeah, take it. And you could do one of the white actions on it. I recommend not the heron because you have to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heron to get any more points this round. And you have to spend 2 seals in the process.
What are you talking about? I only have to gain 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get up to 6 points.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I mean,
Brackets
I
with
see.
3.
I thought I had to
Yeah.
be at the 3. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I guess I will take the $1 and a well action.
Which is another $1 and a seal
Seal.
and a resource of your choice. Besides maca.
I will
Matcha.
take the pearl.
Matcha.
And then this replaces this.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that,
This comes down.
yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm gonna find a way to do that action. Okay. I can make that work, maybe. I can't. Ooh, ooh. Dope. Okay, I can do that. Do that. Grab that. Oof. Those are just all bad.
So I'm confused. I could have spent the rice. I just didn't have to spend money to do the other side of that card, right?
Absolutely.
Why didn't I just do that? I thought I had to pay money in order to put a
Yep.
guy there.
No, you can just put it together.
Yep.
Man,
We're all regretting our life
Yeah.
choices about these farms right now.
Yeah. We both spent 4 money up there and we both didn't want to.
you guys have so many farmers.
I'm out
It's,
of farmers.
it's practically a farmer's market.
Ayo.
I'm ready to go home. Thanks, Cosmic Beat. You got me.
Man, This stinks. I have nothing going on for me this round. All because of that decision I made. Turn it go. But I can do that. Alright, so I can do that. I put that guy up there. I do that action.
I have so much rice.
I get more rice? I don't need rice. I get iron? I don't need iron. I need money. How do I get money?
Do you have to spend money to put a farmer out, or just rice?
Just rice.
Okay.
You have to spend money to do the associated action with the farmer, if you want to.
Can you only do one farmer at a time?
Yeah.
That
You get-
stinks.
yeah.
Like, I want to spend all 7, but split it up between, like, I don't know, 5 and 2.
Yeah.
Am I thinking about that move? That feels really bad. That's 2 money, a bunch of shit. I just can't do it. It's just my soul would cry a little too much, but I think I'm gonna do it. Guys, I hate this.
You're taller than me. How dare you?
And then I'm going to take a matcha.
It is the last round, Cosmic Beat.
Pearl. Your turn.
Yep.
That felt awful.
I was about to say something.
So nice.
I had to stop because we're on stream. How many
Yeah.
more turns are left? I can't count based on dice.
2.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We all have 2 more turns.
Cool.
Yep.
I still have plenty of time to do a thing.
You're gonna buy a farmer.
I do need to get a farmer out. I would like to get
You have
2
some
farmers
extra
out.
money, so you could use this ability actually and take one of these actions as well.
Mm.
Yep.
You have
And you have the seals to burn, which we didn't.
Yep, all the good stuff. We did not have. We tried to force it, and it bit us both.
Yep.
But hey, we got 2 iron out of the deal. I think great.
Yep.
2 iron. I just need you guys to lay off one thing that I'm not going to point out.
Man.
If you don't lay off that one thing, I'm not going to point out. Point it out.
Okay.
And if you don't lay off the one thing,
Can you point it out?
I will be upset. Like I'm just gonna flip the table if that happens. I'm not gonna actually do that.
It's so heavy. Don't throw out your bag. That mouse has been sitting under there for a really long time, and I have not picked it up.
Computer mouse. We don't have mice in this building.
Oh yeah. It's not a real mouse.
We might have mice in this building, but it's not what she's talking. You hear that mouse?
I am.
Was it 4 rounds or more actions per round for this expansion?
It is 4 actions per round. So normally you only have 3 actions per round because there are 3 bridges. Now there's a 4th bridge with 4 more dice. So there's another round per turn per round.
Yep.
That made sense.
And I am filled with
feel like
so
3
much
would be too
regret
much.
You're filled
for
with woe.
not having those 3 extra coins I burned.
3? I thought you had to spend 4.
Well, 3 and a seal.
Uh,
The seal would also be really helpful right now. But
Seal of approval.
we play with no takebacks on this half of the table.
I did it
No shame.
once.
No shame.
BGA lets you.
it's true. We've already flipped cards. Since
Yeah.
Then, so.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
You mess up.
I
one
just
time.
really wish I had a way to take a warrior action without.
You didn't even
spending
like go
money.
backwards. We actually miscounted your money.
Yes, because I
Yeah.
Yeah.
spent too much.
Yeah,
Yep.
and so like you're like, where'd
Um,
my 2 money go? I only
Yep.
have 1 now.
yeah.
It takes back my whole.
I wish I had money, and all the dice are too low, and
Unless we play
Everything's
it back and I
awful.
accidentally cheated, then I would feel bad. But I'm 99% sure I had $3 to start that turn.
99.999.9%. We're
yeah.
weird. We're weird, and I know it.
You know what? That
You can't let me and
feels
Nikki turn
awful.
together. You did the same thing we did.
Yep. Gain of that.
He's doing the same thing we did.
Gain of that.
What did you do?
Punted.
I won't need to.
gain-
I had to do that one round though, but I got a lot of money out of it
Yeah.
because I stole that 6 that somebody needed.
That's me.
gain that.
You're
sure.
welcome.
Just like you stole my food. It's like,
Oh, and I took
I
the.
did so good
I
in
took the low
sight, y'all.
die, so
Yeah.
I get one of these and that, and one of this and that, and 2 more
Do you
of
want
those.
some of this? Some of that? I have a lot of caffeine running through my body right now. It's a lot of pent up energy that I don't know what to do with.
all right, it's your turn. That's what what we do.
Cool. I forgot what I was doing.
You do a bridge action.
I am, but I forgot how I was going to do it. I think I wanted to do it here.
The other option would be here, and that's gonna spend you a seal, but give you money.
Yeah,
there's
because
no
my
orange
other
dice
option
left.
is here.
There's no orange dice left. You can't do it there.
There's a black dice.
Well, you can
left.
do. Ooh, you can do that. That's got a lantern.
I do need pearls.
Mother of pearls. That's a pretty good one. Do 2. If you do the back end, spend 2 money. Get. Oh,
I do have some extra money. Okay, let's spend the 1. I will spend $2,
Yep.
and that gets me 1, 2, a heron.
Yep. Great.
I get a money back, and then
A
a
point.
point.
Grand.
Cool. And then I move over here, and
Mm.
I can do that again. So 2 more,
Another harm and another part.
another money.
And then yeah,
And then I will spend one of these seals to do a bridge action.
spend 5 and go to the biggin.
I will spend
Big boy.
5 and go to the big end. Where's my farmer?
It's this guy right here.
Thank you.
And you want to go to the big one, right?
Correct.
And you could spend 4 money to do one of these cards now if you want, which could
Okay.
be a matcha action or a White Castle
I will
action.
spend $4
Uh-huh.
to do a
White Castle.
White Castle.
So first you can gain 2 iron because you're gonna do both sides of this card.
Oh, am I?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, get
I will gain 2
that
iron.
2 iron just because. Now you could spend that seal to do a White Castle. Jeez, that's
will do a
that's what
White
I wanted
Castle?
to do.
Um,
And you have 5 pearls.
I do have
You
5
just
pearls.
run up to the top if you want.
I will spend all 5 pearls. Move me to the top.
Does this guy go to the top? Or you want this
Uh,
guy to come into here somewhere?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, you could spend 2 pearl. Never mind. Getting ahead of myself. You can go get some matcha up here and some points, or you can send him.
Send him all the way to the top.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend $2 and take another one of them out.
Top.
Top one.
Yep. All right.
Because I got this down
From
here
the
and
top,
here.
you get to go ahead and run your lantern action
Cool.
again.
I get 2 more. Pearls. Heron.
Aaron.
And a money. Oh, I got $1 back.
And a point. And then you also get to get this stuff over here, which is a point, a pearl, and a matcha.
Okay. Dope. That was a good turn.
That seemed fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're doing good.
Now we're
9
cooking
guys
with
left to
gas.
my 7, so yeah, you're doing really good. All right, my turn, and you didn't take my dice I wanted. Now I'll make sure that this move is better than that move. Taking the 1, spend all 5, but I get 2 back. And I can jump for 3 points, and I get a rice. Taking the 4, I spend 2 money, so I'm Got one more money this way. And I'm going to be taking that warrior action, which is the biggest thing I need to do. I also get 2 pearls, which is huge, and that matcha. And I get a heron action anyways. So it's either rice or money. I'm going to go with money. So I'm going to spend 2 money, take this 4, set it here. Run my domain, which is going to give me 2 pearls, a matcha, a heron, which I will spin the seal for. And then I'm going to do a warrior action and drop this dude, this big baddie right here. That'll give me 3 rice. And I can do a White Castle action where I'll be spending. I'll spend 2 money to put this guy out here. And then he's gonna hop in the White Castle, I think, just because that's gonna be 4, 5, 6 points if he hops in, whereas this is only going up 3, 4, 5. Get that matcha. That matcha would be pretty decent. But I would like a seal if I can end up with one. So let's go ahead and go here. That's a seal. That's 2 pearls to go in there. And that is a seal plus a resource of my choice of the matcha, which is the important part. Let's spend my iron. Yeah, I think I do that because I can get a pearl. Yeah, I can get a pearl and a seal, and that seal is important to me. Ooh, wait. That's just a point. That lantern action over there. Your turn.
Okay. I will take this die. Run my lantern. Do this.
So many lanterns.
Oh, my lantern.
Can I afford the seal?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have another really good combo.
You might just want to focus on getting a.
I know I have to get a dude out, but I'm trying to figure out
A
which
dude out.
one. And if
Mhm.
getting that dude out can get me another
dude out.
dude out.
You're green, right? You don't have 5 matcha. If you had 5 matcha, that could trigger into that. Alien. You have lots of seals?
I have 1 seal.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Just enough? I have just enough. Yes. Spend 2. I'm placing this die here. To take a warrior action. Yes, I am spending the
I can
2
do it.
steals to hop this. Yes.
Oh, he hopped it. There we go.
Do it.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a wrong
So
finish.
place.
You have 2 money.
I'll gain 2 money.
You can spin the.
Place that there.
You have to spend the money first.
For what? Oh, crap.
Yes.
It's so close.
Dang it!
So you could use the seal, but then you won't have the seal left to do the.
That's my last turn,
Oh, that's
so
so
I can
good.
just burn everything down. Take a courtier action.
Is there a way that I can do?
Place you here,
And they can do both.
and
There's no way I
then
can do both. Dang it.
putting you here and running my
Shouldn't have bought-
lantern again.
Shouldn't have bought one of these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point.
Dang, that sucks. Because then the best I can do is get one of
There.
these guys out.
These, get 2 of those. Okay.
Would have been such a power move to
I
end
don't
on,
get
though.
to run another farmer out, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm
3,
good.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool.
Dang. Dang. Um.
What's that?
Steal a seal, I won't tell. I don't know what the seal does, though. What does the seal do?
The seal you could trade for a money. So if you trade this one in for a money, then you could have your 2 money to get your green dice and go. But then you'll need another seal for this.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. You're like right there on that.
I do have enough to at least do it once, though. Or,
Yeah, you could do it. You could do a geisha action, which is still gonna be good.
yeah.
I
I don't know if it really matters, though.
it would actually only give you a point.
Yeah.
Like I think it's probably better to try to do a White Castle action, because then this gives you 2 points plus grab a point from that or something.
What if I can get a guy here?
That's if you had the seals, that would be really good, because then you can hop over here.
Oh. I just meant, like, because he gets points from stuff out here.
He'll give you 3 points, which is not bad.
Okay.
This is gonna give you 2 points going in here,
Uh-huh.
plus maybe a point there, plus you might grab some resources that might put you over a threshold. Especially if you're your bot.
I can send another. So I have a seal, which can allow me to do a bridge action.
This is a heck of a good bridge action right now.
Right.
I mean, you don't get the there's no dice back there,
Yeah.
but
Right,
that is-
but I mean,
Gain 2 coins, run your lantern, spend a seal to get a farmer out. Which getting 2 money off that, you could.
he doesn't have enough rice for the.
Oh, she doesn't have.
I have
enough
2,
rice
so
for
the only one I
rice.
can get is that guy up there, which I don't have.
Yeah, you could
Or
get.
is it
You
all-
could get
yeah.
this one, which is any
Any
white
white.
action.
Which all the white ones are.
Which there's a couple white ones that let you
Yeah.
run your lantern more.
Yep, and lanterns give you points.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
That ain't half bad.
I should run it through this one because this one I need a 6.
I mean, yeah, you can't run it through that one.
Yeah.
You can't use your domain actions this round.
Okay.
I can't. Do anything
Yeah, there's no dice left big
mean-
enough.
I might as well get some money. Give me the black die. Put that on here.
yet. Yep, you gave you 2 money,
And what will be will be. Okay.
and then do this first. So you can just double it if you want. to.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend this to get to do
2
the.
rice.
I spent
and then
all
I'll
my rice.
Take a farmer and put him up here for
I
you.
forget which one's farmer.
That one right
This
there.
guy?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're going to do 2 white. You're going to get a lantern action.
Okay, so that's 2 heron, another money.
Yep.
And a point.
Green gets point. And then you're also going to go ahead and do another white scroll action. I think the best one is still probably lantern, but you could also just get 2 points here. Yeah, I think that's the same because no, the lantern's better. It puts you up to 5 money.
Mm.
I think the lantern's better.
Okay. So it also gives me 2
Yeah,
points.
you
for
go
getting
up
the
to max on
pearls.
pearls
Yep,
and
yep,
gets 5
yep,
money.
yep.
Okay, so I'll get 2 of those, an extra $1,
Another
and
point.
a point.
Yeah, seems like it should be good.
Total points.
That's the best I got, y'all. I
Alright.
tried.
All right, so my turn.
So close. That would have been a perfect run.
Would have loved to shove you
Dang.
into here. I don't know if I can make that happen with what I got. Ooh, so close though.
Grab that.
Just because of that matcha.
So many
I don't think I can do that. What I can do though, the White Castle action.
Oh.
So I will have to be doing a White Castle action.
Post-it notes in here, but I like it.
So I'll spend the money to go there and take a White Castle. And I'm going to move either of those guys up. And I think I'm just going to move... Doesn't matter who anymore, but it's going to be this guy. Because that's going to give me 2 points, please. And 2 matcha, which does put me over a thing. So
I'm gonna lose so bad.
I think you're doing way better than you think you did. I think it's going to be close, honestly.
I only have one dude in this guy. You guys have so many.
Yeah?
Because
You
that's
have-
like multiplying all of this.
Look at this.
It's just 20 points.
Yeah, well, that's not even 20 points for me. All that together. This is 6 times 3 gets 18 points for me.
It's close.
It is, but that's 4 guys compared to 2 guys giving you 20 points.
Plus, you have another 6 here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I think
And another 6 here.
I think you're doing fine. All right, so that is the end of the game. Let's count the scores. Let's start with the track. It's always going to be me, John, Nikki, because of the alphabetical order.
I think there should be a button to add rows. To
Yeah,
this
I
portion.
already did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Already did that. Add the rows for the 4 different people. Ignore the clan members.
Yep.
Yeah, clan track. So go ahead and go for you
All right,
first.
so-
Me first.
You first. 5 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Then
And
you.
and
Then
then
John.
me. 14 for me. 8 for Nikki.
Sweet. Remaining coins and also resources.
I have 5 coins.
I can convert this into a coin and then do nothing with it. I get 2 points for me,
I get 3.
and Nikki's gonna get
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this is what you were counting?
Yep. So you have your matcha up to 1 point, and you have your pearls up to 2 points.
And then 5 is 1 point?
Yep.
Okay.
And if you had any extra seals, you'd convert them into money
Oh, gotcha.
or into resources if it helps out. Like if you had 2,
Okay.
you can convert that into an iron to pump that up to a
Gotcha.
passage of time.
Texas Chief?
It's actually going to be 3 to 6. All right.
That's so much.
And then we're going to go to clan members. So right now, John has got a demanding lead just because of this right here and his passage of time. But we're going to go to clan members now. We'll start with farmer so I can be winning for a little bit. 11, 18, 27 for me. Oh, so many points.
Fun.
Let's see. And then mine is
You guys are identical.
15 for me and Nikki.
Mm-hmm. And now we're going to go to the White Castle, which is going to be, I'm going to have 10, 19, is that right?
Yep.
John is going to have,
21.
and Nikki's going to have 26.
28.
28.
She is 2 at the gate.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go to the warriors over there. The way I count warriors is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 times 3, 18.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have 6 as well, times 4. Oh, I didn't count that in
So
there.
it's 24.
And
for
you're going
me.
to have 2 times 3, which is going to be 6 points.
Ah! I did so well, y'all.
Well, just wait till that. Like down here, this is where I lose. This is like, I think you're right, John has it. That's
Mhm.
because he diversified his portfolio.
Mhm.
I think you beat me though. I'm going to have a whopping 5 points down. John is going to have, this is couriers. So you have 3 couriers still, right? Oh, 4. Oh, boy.
Yep, 4.
8,
So
9, 10, 11. I'm looking at the wrong person. 8, 9, 10. And then Nikki, this is where you're getting all your points.
I have 5
One,
careers.
So it's 10, 11, 12, 13.
yes.
That was a whole lot of
Oh,
I'm used to it.
I got John with 93,
Mm.
Bree with 79, and Nikki with 77.
It's not nearly as bad as I thought it could be.
I really thought
So
you were...
when I played Unconscious Mind, I lost from the first place person by like almost 100 points. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
It was a bad game for me. I knew exactly where I messed up. Like I can always feel it. Like I should have done that instead, which happened in here, but it was a while ago. So
So I always kind of look at like how many people you have put out on the board as like a kind of like a marker of how well you did. I only had 6 people left. So the fact that I only have 6 people left, so I put the most people out there. Still lost the game.
Texas, if you're still in chat,
Still lost the game.
everyone in chat, go ahead and enter matcha into chat. And however however many people, we'll just roll a dice or something to figure out who wins the White Castle expansion, Matcha expansion that we got.
All right, we got Texas Chief. We've got Cosmic Beat.
So Texas Sheep is 1, Cosmic Beat is
No,
2.
I'm doing the special. It's gonna be.
Special. Deb, if you would like it, if you don't have it,
I have 3.
J and L, right? Oh, hey, J and L.
Hey.
Matcha in chat. We got 3 so far. Give you guys a little bit more time. Anybody who wants the expansion or get entered into win an expansion. We've had this sitting for so long.
Let's give it
All right.
2 more minutes.
Well,
already.
we got 3 people. So we got Texas Chief, Cosmic Beat, and J and L.
All right, here we go. J and L, you're purple on there, so you're gonna be the black dice. Texas Chief, get you that orange dice,
Nice.
and Cosmic Beat, you get the matcha dice. So, black dice is JML. Texas Chief, Cosmic Beat. Ready for this?
All right.
Here we go. That is green dice. That is Cosmic Beat.
Cosmic Beat.
Cosmic Beat. Matcha wins.
Perfect. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. This was a very fun round. We went crazy there for a second towards the end.
Oh, I was losing it too. I think if I could have ended that game a little sooner, I probably would have done better just because I made some bad mistakes at the end.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have done as well if I didn't have you guys helping me. Most of the time when I play a lot of games, my friends just are like, well, make a choice. So I appreciate you assisting me through some of those choices, even though I lost.
Yep.
But I enjoyed this. I don't know if this is one that I would buy for myself, because
It's always a pleasant game for me.
I don't
I just
know
like
if I
it.
would play this again. But if somebody else brought it to the table, I would play it again. But I don't know if I want to buy it to bring it to the table. But this is fun. Cosmic Beat, I'll get your copy sent out. I'll give it to Dan, and he can do it. But thank you for coming. We will have Crafting the Cosmos next week. It is a Dent and Ding copy, but if you want, what we could do at the end of that one is we'll do a giveaway for the open copy that we used to play. Because our game library is a little thick.
Little bit.
So
Thick's the nice way of saying it. It's better than calling it fat.
yeah, it's very thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. I want me to go.
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay. Thank
forgot.
you so much for joining us. We appreciate you coming on this adventure with us, and we do have plenty of the Matcha expansions on our website for sale. I don't know if we have the base game for sale. Do you know if that's in stock?
That's probably is.
It's been a minute since we've looked at it. I know we had a lot of we were delayed because they had to do a reprint and then there was an issue, so it took us a while to get it. But
White Castle. No, apparently White Castle's out of stock.
so we don't have the base game, but we do have the expansion if you need it. But that's it for us this week. For GOW, if you're into the sales and stuff, this weekend's sale is going to be paint. We are dropping a huge sale on Monday, so if you set up any price alerts, make sure you got those set. Monday, those are going to start hitting the emails. And then that's it for us. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.